So apparently Joe Bartolozzi got fucking red meat disease. So right now you're probably wondering what red meat disease even is. Well, let me tell you, red meat disease, well, it's not the most fun thing in the fucking world. It's also known as alpha-gal syndrome, and alpha-gal syndrome is transferred from animals like ticks to humans through their bite. Let me just remind you, before I tell you what alpha-gal does to someone. A tick is barely even the size of a fucking M&M. Imagine a little tiny animal the size of an M&M just ruin your life. If I got this disease, I would go on a mission to kill every single tick in the world. I can tell you that much.
Get what you fucking deserve!
Alpha-gal is a syndrome you can get where you basically become allergic to every single red meat on the planet. Even goat, anything that breathes, you can no longer eat. It's basically some kind of free ticket to become a vegan or something. I can just already picture him just screaming into his mic on every single fucking stream because he no longer can get the protein he needs. Like, yeah, sure, he could eat beans and tofu and stuff like that, but a guy like Joe needs his beef, okay? Like, God, if you're listening on something, make Joe able to eat some beef again. Come on. I can just imagine Joe yelling like at a barbecue trying to diss someone while he's eating a fucking salad. Like, it's not even funny. Maybe Joe might become the new king of tofu or something, and he might just start doing reviews on veggie burgers. But honestly, I could just see him rating everything like 4 out of 10 needs more. Yeah, everything basically. And the worst part about this is, like, it's not like any other allergy where, okay, it's not every single allergy you could do this with, but it's not like where he could eat meat and then just have a hard time going to the bathroom or something like that. No. In about 6 hours after eating meat with alpha-gal syndrome, you get hives all over your body. And it'll be there for, I'm guessing, a few hours, and you could actually die from it. So he, as far as I understand, has to carry an EpiPen every single place he goes now, just in case he accidentally eats meat. And not only is he probably never going to have a steak in his mouth again. Just imagine, you're a big guy like Joe. Like, Joe is actually a really big guy. He's been going to the gym for years, and then suddenly, bam, because of a silly little animal that you find on your hand one morning or wherever it might be, you can no longer eat meat and get the protein that you need throughout the day. So, you're gonna have to transfer over to tofu and nuts and beans and other things with high protein to simply not lose your gains and probably train twice as hard as you did before. So I feel like I also need to explain how Joe actually became aware of this. So if any other people out there have it and they don't know it, they know how and when to test for it. So back in, I think it was July, Joe said that he was bitten by a tick while visiting another country. He woke up in the morning and there was a tick on his hand and he just swiped it away. And he was mostly worried about getting Lyme's disease, which is also a really nasty disease you can get from ticks. But also alpha-gal as well. And then, funny enough, a few months later, he started getting hives all over his body every night that he had eaten red meat before. So, if you around 5 AM wake up, hives all over your body, have no idea why, you might have alpha-gals, but it could definitely be something else as well. But if you typically wake up at night with a lot of hives, you should definitely get a blood test taken, and they can then determine what it is you're allergic to, if you're even allergic to anything at all. So yeah, now Joe's pretty much in the process of figuring out what he can and can't eat, because a lot of products has meat in them. Not necessarily actual meat products, but something like gummy bears actually has meat in it as well, even though you wouldn't think so, but it does. It has small trace amounts of pork in it, for example, and you can find that in a lot of stuff. And that's also one of the reasons why Muslims don't eat gummy bears if they choose to follow the Quran and not eat pork. Which personally to me sounds like a bit of a hard religion to follow, so respect for that, man. But yeah, guys, just remember, Joe's gonna be fine. He has definitely lived through a few things while I have watched him personally. I think he's a hilarious dude, and I always love watching him when I'm coming home late for the gym or just had a stressful day in general. So, get well, Joe. We'll see you soon, I hope, on another stream. And just remember to stick to the chicken and the fish. And yeah, I at least hope that you can eat chicken and fish. But if you can't, I will generally pray every night for you. Yeah. See you soon, Joe. Get well, get better, grind hard, and see you all in the next video. And please, for the love of God, subscribe. Or at least like the video, please.